will explain you about the skull. The skull is further divided into two parts, the cranial part and the facial parts. The cranial part consists of 8 bones and the facial bones consist of 14 bones. The total bones in the skull are 22 bones. Let's start by the cranial bones. It consists one frontal bone, 2 temporal, 2 parietal. This one is occipital, and here the ethmoid, and below the ethmoid sphenoid. So you can also count. They are 8. Let's explain about the facial bones. These two, which lies here, lacrimal bones, they also known as tear bones. 2 zygomatic are cheekbones. 1 warmer, the tip of our nose. The nasal conchae are nostrils. Maxilla or upper jaw, and the hyoid apparatus or as well as mandible are lower jaw. And here below the occiput, the hyoid bone is present also. So that's about the skull. Now I will talk about the rib cage. It consists of 12 pairs of bones. It means 24 bones total and 1 sternum. First of all, I will talk about the first 7 bones or our ribs. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. These first 7 bones are known as the true bones because they are directly connected to the sternum in front side and in back side to the vertebral column. They are known as true bones, and the ribs, true ribs. 8th, 9th and 10th bone are known as false ribs because they are not directly connected to the sternum. They connect to the sternum through the 7th true rib. Now the 11th and 12th, as you can see, 11th and 12th bones are known as floating bones because they are connected backside to the vertebral column, but they are not complete. They are not connected to the sternum in front side, so that's why they are also known as floating bones. Now I'll talk about the sternum. It is knife-like flat structure which helps to make the rib basket. The rib basket helps it to protect our lungs and our heart. Now I'll talk about the vertebral column, the third part. Vertebral column consists of 33 bones in children and 26 bones in the adult. So the first 7 bones are known as the cervical bones. The first bone, which is connected to the hyoid, known as the atlas bone, and also known as the yes bone because this is responsible for this type of reaction. And below the atlas, here present the axis, which is known as no bone because this responsible for
Now, starting from outside, I am going to give you one flower each of the student can hold, and आप इसको देख सकते हो. जैसे जैसे मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ आप इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दो. जैसे जैसे मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ आप इसके ऊपर फोकस करेंगे. Right? One flower each of the student can take. Now, if coming to this part, बोर्ड पे पहले देख लो, फिर आप प्रैक्टिकली आप फ्लावर में इन पोर्शंस को पार्ट्स को देखेंगे. जो आउटर मोस्ट वर्ड हमारे फ्लावर को होता है, सिंस दिस फ्लावर इज बिग इनफ, जिसमें आपको पता चल जाएगा जो आउटर मोस्ट वर्ड हमारे या पार्ट हमारे फ्लावर का होता है. वर्ड्स किसको बोल रहे हैं? डिफरेंट पार्ट्स जो फूल के अंदर होते हैं. द आउटर मोस्ट वर्ड ऑफ द फ्लावर इज नोन एज द सेपल. राइट? सेपल को और क्या कहा जाता है? केलेक्स. एज यू कैन सी इन द डायग्राम आल्सो ओवर हियर, दिस जनरली जो सेपल होता है दैट इज ग्रीन इन कलर. एज यू कैन सी इट इज ग्रीन इन कलर. राइट? तो इसको हम और क्या बोलते हैं? सेपल इज आल्सो नोन एज द केलेक्स, एंड इट इज द आउटर मोस्ट वर्ड ऑफ द फ्लावर. व्हाई वी से दैट? बिकॉज जब हम आपने बर्ड स्टेज में किसी भी बर्ड को देखा होगा, रोज के फ्लावर्स आपने देखे होंगे, जब बर्ड स्टेज में होते हैं तो ग्रीन ग्रीन लीफी लाइक पोर्शन से वो कवर्ड होते हैं. दोस लीफी लाइक पोर्शंस आर नोन एज द सेपल. राइट? मेन फंक्शन इसका क्या है? बर्ड को ये प्रोटेक्ट करके रखता है सेपल, एंड इट इज आउटर मोस्ट वर्ड. हाँ, कई फ्लावर्स में एज यू कैन सी इन दिस फ्लावर, as you can see in this flower, nothing green color या outermost whorl we can see over here. It is colored. कई flowers में we are not able to differentiate between sepal कौन सा है, petal कौन सा है. Right? Such condition is known as tepal. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Tepals भी बोलते हैं या फिर petaloid. Yeah, this condition is known as petaloid, in which we are not able to differentiate between the sepal or the petal. part of the flower or the second wall of the flower, that is the colorful जो part होता है फूल का, that is the petal. Petals are the colorful part of the plant. Petals are also known as corolla. They are also known as corolla. Right? Now यही वो पार्ट है, यही वो पोर्शन है प्लांट का जो अट्रैक्ट करता है, स्पेशली क्योंकि हम फ्लावर को वी आर सेइंग दैट इट इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव यूनिट ऑफ द प्लांट. तो रिप्रोडक्टिव यूनिट क्यों है? बिकॉज इसके अंदर मेल और द फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन्स प्रेजेंट है प्लांट के अंदर. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर सेइंग इट इज द रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट और द यूनिट ऑफ द फ्लावर. राइट? नाउ ये जो पेटल्स है ये उस रिप्रोडक्शन के केस में कैसे मदद करते हैं? दे हेल्प इन अट्रैक्टिंग the insects or the birds or any kind of small.
I am female and I have 44 autosomes and 2 allosomes. I have a homozygous pair of allosome, also known as sex chromosome.
I am male and I have 44 autosomes and 2 allosomes. I am suffering from a disorder called hemophilia.
I am one of the X chromosome of female. I am the X chromosome of the female.
I am one of the chromosomes of male.
I am the Y chromosome of the male. I am the female. I have 44 autosomes and 2 allosomes. I am normal male. I have 44 autosomes and 2 allosomes.
Now a cross will happen between these and there will be formation of the second filial generation. I will form a normal female which is not diseased,
And I will form a male which will be diseased and suffering from hemophilia.
so this was the concept of hemophilia which can be also explained through other activities. So this was a small activity in which we try to explain the concept of hemophilia in front of you all. Hope you learned something new. Thank you.
So we will demonstrate it by an activity. Females are homozygotic with 2 X chromosomes.
I am X chromosome of female. I am X chromosome of female. We both make sex chromosome of female.
And males are heterozygotic with 1 X.
I am X chromosome of male.
I am Y chromosome of male.
We both make sex chromosome of male.
When X chromosome of female and X chromosome of male fuse, it gives rise to female offspring. And when X chromosome of female and Y chromosome of male fuse, it gives rise to male offspring. So thank you.